guys, for today's video, I kind of wanted to do a little health and fitness update. So I filmed a video about a month or two ago, just kind of talking about how I had gained some weight, how I wasn't in the shape that I would love to be in, and that I had some fitness goals that I wanted to achieve. And I made it a point to film that video when I was not at the end result, because I feel like there's a lot of content where the person has gotten in shape and they've gotten to their goal and then they tell you how they got there, which is great. But I felt like I wanted to share when I wasn't at the end, because I feel like it can be kind of intimidating to see someone who is already in shape and they did it and then talk about how to get there, opposed to someone being like, okay, I'm not there yet, but this is what I want to do, this is how I'm planning on doing it, and kind of take you guys along the journey. So that's what I did, and I am by no means done. I'm not completely at my goals or anything like that, but I am kind of in the midway point, so I wanted to just check in with you guys, tell you some of the stuff that I've been doing and how I'm feeling and if it's working and what I think, and just kind of check in from that video. So it's been about a month or two. I'm not exactly sure when that video went up, but I have been counting calories, working out, paying attention to what I'm eating for that time period. I did a lot of intuitive eating before this whole process, but I was not tracking anything. So I've never been a calorie counter, ever. I always thought it could kind of take the fun out of your meals, but I always did like Whole30, really restrictive diets. Whole30 is great. I can do a whole video on that if you guys are ever interested in kind of my experience. I've done it 3-4 times. I think it's awesome. It makes you eat super clean, whole foods. It makes you really, really healthy. So I think that's the epitome of health, is like, you know, whole foods. But I am really good at really restrictive, and I'm good at really not restrictive. And it really made it my goal this time to be better at balance. I wanted to be able to live a life where I don't have to be on Whole30 to eat well. I need to be able to learn how to eat well and still let myself have things and just learn balance better. So that's why I decided to do a calorie counting approach, just because then I can still eat things. I don't have to do a Whole30 approach, but I need to learn how to balance and just live a normal diet type lifestyle. I will say counting calories is a lot different than I thought it would be. I was always very anti that, because I'm just all for like intuitive eating, eating good for you foods. But for my particular circumstance, it really has been working well, because it is teaching me how to have, you know, eggs and potatoes for breakfast, a big salad or plant-based burger, those types of things for lunch, like a bean burger, and then, you know, like your dinner, and then I do have dessert at night or some snacks here and there that aren't perfectly whole foods. And it's teaching me a really maintainable way to kind of live healthily and still reach my fitness goals. So I think for this kind of time in my life, it's been a really great tool for me. I just use MyFitnessPal. It's nothing special. It's just a way to track my calories. It also has macros on there, so it's really informative on like how much sugar I'm eating, how many carbs, how much protein, how much fat. And it's really a nice tool to see, what am I eating too much of, what am I not getting enough of, and then I can adjust what I'm eating based on that. And it also is a log, so if I experience acne or gut issues, I can kind of look back and see what I've been eating, which is a really great tool. I've also been working out really consistently, except this past week. If you guys haven't seen my home video, that's not an at-home baby video, like our house hunting, home buying video, I talked about how it's just been a crazy week. We've been so busy, so I have not worked out consistently this past week. But before that, Ben and I were working out 6 times a week, 5 times a week, but not in a way that felt grueling, just to get our bodies moving. I found that counting my calories really helped keep me on track with working out as well, because if you don't have enough calories for the day, you work out and you get more. And I know there's different opinions on if you're supposed to use those workout calories or not. I do, and I've still been losing weight, so I have been loving it, and it's really been working for me. I've been doing a lot of CrossFit workouts, a lot of HIIT workouts, and it's just been really good. I feel more myself now. I had a weight loss goal, and it's interesting because I've always been a really skinny person up until I did that health process, and then my body actually absorbed nutrients, and now I can gain weight. So it has never been a goal of mine really to lose weight. It's always been to gain muscle. So this has been very different for me to go about, you know, losing weight as my goal. It was just a very different mindset because I'm so used to just wanting to put on muscle and grow muscle and get toned up that way. But it was a weird thing to be like, no, I need to like make sure I'm in a caloric deficit and things like that. It's just different. So I've just been tracking my food every day. I have this goal of losing a certain amount of weight, and I don't think that the scale is the way to determine your progress. I think how you feel, how your body looks, like through progress photos, is a much better way, but I'm just using it as a tool because I know my healthy weight range. So it's not like I need to lose this amount of weight to be in shape or to be, you know, looking a certain way. Like, I can look at progress photos, I see how my clothes fit. That's always how I've kind of judged my progress. But I just know I've always kind of been in this one weight range, and I'm halfway there. So I have lost half the weight, which is really exciting, and I just feel so much better. All my clothes fit again. Pants that wouldn't button are loose on me again, like I have room in them. I feel so much more myself just because I'm eating better, I'm working out consistently, I'm getting back to a weight range that I know is healthy for me, and it's actually been so easy because I'm so used to Whole30 where it's so restrictive, and this way I have no restrictions. I mean, I am making healthier choices. I don't think it's a good idea to eat a bunch of crap and just eat in a caloric deficit. I think it's really important to be making good, healthy choices. But I find that this way of losing some weight has been really a lot easier mentally for me because I don't have all these cravings, because I can have some dark chocolate, I can have a cheat day and just not count for a day and just have dessert and have chips and have those things. I'm not saying that's the healthiest way to go about it, but I find that it's really maintainable to do that. And I just look back on the past couple months, and I'm halfway to my goal of weight loss, and I feel like it's been really easy. So I've never been a calorie counter, but I do find that it's been a really easy way for me to do this and just to kind of get back in a comfortable range. I also have been taking advantage of dessert substitutes and things like that because, again, I don't think it's healthy to just eat in a deficit and eat crap. I think we need to be fueling our body with good whole foods and food that makes you feel good. That's the point of, you know, getting in shape, is obviously the physical changes, but to feel good, to feel energized, to help heal your gut, clear your acne, that kind of stuff. If I'm eating really good food and then I also find dessert substitutes, that's a really great way to maintain a healthy lifestyle but not feel restricted. So I've been loving making my own healthy desserts. I also like to buy, there's like these Greek yogurt ice cream bars that have protein and less sugar. So there's lots of ways to kind of maintain this type of lifestyle, but I do feel really good about the amount of weight that I've lost, just kind of how I just feel more toned up and how I feel more energized. I can even tell in my workouts that I'm just feeling so much better and so much more myself. It's really crazy how when we're not taking care of our bodies, how much it affects so much other stuff, our mental health, our emotional health, just how we feel all around. Because right when I started kind of getting back to where I feel the healthiest and I feel the most comfortable, I felt so much happier, and it's just, it changes so much when you're in the healthiest state you can be. So I'm definitely not there yet, but I have made quite a bit of progress, and I just wanted to check in and let you guys know how everything is going. If you guys have any tips for, you know, kind of how you got back in shape, how you maintain a healthy lifestyle, please comment down below and let me know what you guys do and the tools that you love to use. But that's what I've been doing. I will keep you guys updated. It's just totally a different way than I've ever gotten back in shape. I've always done the really restrictive diet, like the Whole30, and worked out. So this has been totally different. It's actually, it's interesting because it's been easier in the fact that I don't have all these cravings and restrictions, but it is harder in that it takes more mental, you know, like commitment. It takes where you don't have this outlined restricted diet. You have to intuitively make healthy choices, and that's what I need to teach myself. And I don't do it perfect every day. There are days that I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I went over on carbs and sugar big time and barely got any protein today. And then there are days that it's the opposite and I'm really proud of how I did. So it's always just a process, and there are days I do good and days I do bad, but I find that this is actually a really good learning experience for me to live a healthier lifestyle without being on a designed program, but just make the choices for myself. And it also makes me a lot more aware of just portions, how many calories things have, and kind of answers some questions too, because a lot of times I would be like, gosh, my portions are small and I don't feel like I ate that bad the last, you know, month or whatever, and I still gain weight. And then when you look at even healthy stuff, the calories that are in it, or how little a portion truly is for some of these things, it starts to make sense why you're gaining weight, and it really opened my eyes to those things. So I've been really learning a lot and I'm feeling so good right now. So I just want to let you guys know, kind of a little update. I'll keep you updated as the journey goes on, but that is where we're at right now. So hope that you guys liked this video, or if you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. That supports my channel so much. Comment down below any tips that you guys have or things that you've been loving to do, or any questions you have if I didn't cover it in this video, because I wanted to do kind of a brief video, not going into too much detail till we're further into this process. Don't forget to subscribe. I post new videos every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can also follow along on my Instagram at rachelannfreeby_. I'd love to have you guys there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.